92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio.
One family, one radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio.
One family, one radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio.
One family, one radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio.
One family, one radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio.
One family, one radio. 92.7 Super FM.
One family, one radio.
One family, one radio. 92.7 Super FM.
One family, one radio.
One family, one radio.
Is here. Jinx again. It's Super 92.7, your one family, one radio. This journey has been so beautiful. I've had the pleasure of reading a whole lot of your essays. By the way, Islamiyat, yes? Is that how to pronounce your name? Yes, Olarinwaju Islamiyat is here. And her mom, I'm sure, is, behind. And it's time. Where's the drum roll? We need to announce the top 5. And shortly, we're going to announce the top 3 as well. Okay. Are you all waiting for this? Are you all ready for this? We're on Instagram right now. On Facebook and on YouTube right now at Super FM Lagos on Facebook and Super 92.7 FM Lagos on Facebook. Okay.
Facebook is Super 92.7 FM Lagos and
YouTube is Super FM Lagos.
So you can join us and see the beautiful faces in the studio. Well, it's time for us to announce our top 5.
Now, don't forget that it's important to remember that you are all winners.
Yes,
just being here, just writing, just dreaming of the future.
We had over 300 entries.
Yes, and out of over 300 entries, as of this morning, we still had an entry coming. So just by doing this, you're giving Nigeria hope. And your essays are so beautiful.
Your dreams
are amazing. And guess what? Your dreams can come true with all of us working hand in hand. We're agreed, yes?
Fantastic. Okay.
In no particular order.
Because that has to be said. In no particular order.
Our top 5
are... Do you want to go first?
Mbakaira.
Yes, Mbakaira made top 5. We also have Titi Loye, Elizabeth Aregbe-Shola.
Yes, you could clap for them. It's okay to clap for them. Thank you.
Also,
next up
we have
Olarinwaju Islamiyat.
We also have Mfoniso Ime Eassy.
Mfoniso all the way in Akwa Ibom. And finally, let's take another break. I kid.
Blood pressure, darling.
Finally.
They're too young for that.
On the top 5, we have...
The last spot.
Yama Fariha.
Well done.
Congratulations to all 5 of you.
Well done, darling.
And everyone else who didn't get to the top 5, it's not because your essays were not good. It's because your essays were so amazing, but we didn't have enough space. More than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, if we had more, we would put it in.
So
all of the educators had to. They had a tough time. I must tell you, they had a tough time putting the top 5 together. They kept coming back to us. Should we increase?
Can we increase? We cannot increase.
So you guys did amazing. So amazing. Never forget that. So for the 5 that didn't make it, we'll say thank you so much for being a part of this. Don't go anywhere, but we're going to take a small break and let you go for a bit so that the top 5 can talk to us a little more. Is that okay?
We love you all. Thank you all so much for doing this with us.
Thank you so much.
And don't worry, you're going away with consolation prizes. Amazing prizes, courtesy of our sponsors, Pick Milk, our sponsors, MI
and
Plus.
Can I just say an amazing thank you to our youngest?
Yes.
Come here.
Rehoboth.
She's in primary 6.
In the middle.
She is in primary 6.
Our youngest essay writer that made it to top 10 is in primary 6.
Rehoboth, how do you feel?
How do you feel?
I feel happy.
You're very happy.
Well done, darling.
You're going away with good prizes. And guess what? If at primary 6 you're writing like this, imagine what you'll be writing
next year when you write. I want to look out for your essay. You're going to write again next year.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Okay.
Congratulations to you all.
All right. Congratulations.
And like I said, courtesy of our amazing sponsors, you're still going away with amazing stuff. Prizes, okay. Yes. Whether you made it to top 5 or not, Pick Milk has goodies for you. Flour Mills has goodies for you. African Things has goodies for you. Beloxy has goodies for you. So don't go anywhere. Stay put. It is Super 92.7 FM. We'll be right back with our top 3.
More than just a sound.
92.7 Super FM.
You're one family, one radio. Super 92.7 FM.
One family, one radio. 92.7 Super FM.
You're one family, one radio. Super 92.7 FM.
We are back.
Yes, we are.
Live and direct.
Oh.
This competition.
At this point, I don't want to be on the other side of the table.
I know. I don't even want to be on this side because I have to announce. I have to break somebody's heart.
I'm going to give you the announcement
but
to do.
We have to say,
I have to share this.
You all have been absolutely amazing.
Yes,
I think we still have Mfone, so we have you on the line. Yes.
Yes, this is funny. So
okay,
fantastic.
Now you made it to the top 5. Congratulations. And
she could hear. So listening to us. Well done.
So now we're about to announce the top 3 in particular order of the third, and then the second, and then the first. Remember, the third prize goes away with
a television.
Courtesy of MI Plus Electronics.
And then the second prize
goes away with
a home theater.
Courtesy of MI Plus Electronics. And the winner goes away with a brand new laptop for themselves. No, that's the grand finale. What's wrong with you?
Love it.
Brand new laptop. Brand new laptop. And then you also, that's for you. Your teachers, the school gets a public address system. And courtesy of our CEO at Super 92.7 FM, the winner goes away with 500,000 naira. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that's nice.
Yes, it is, darling.
Now, from the top 5 have been Yama Fariha Joy, Mfoniso Ime Essien,
Olariwaju Ismailat, Titiloye, Elizabeth Arabashala, and Mbakaira. Okay, you are still listening to 92.7 FM, your one family, one radio. The Super Essay competition is live right here, and we're about to announce our top 3 from the second runner-up to the first runner-up to our winner, the winner of the 2025 Super Essay competition put together by Super 92.7 FM Lagos. Okay.
It's hot in here.
Why is it hot?
Oh my gosh. Okay, coming third place. Please. Give a warm round of applause. A big, large round of applause. To
drum rolls. We have to roll the drums for this person.
Olariwaju Ismailat. Oh my gosh. How does this feel?
Well done.
How does it feel? Come close. Why are you shy? You feel what? You feel excited. You're going home with a home theater courtesy of... you get the TV. A brand new television. I really want to give that home theater to everybody. A brand new television courtesy of MI Plus Electronics. So congratulations to you.
Okay.
Coming second place. Should we announce the second or the first? Parents, should we announce the second or the first? Second. Okay.
The first will not.
My boss says I should announce second. Then you will just know who the first. No, you will not know who the first is. That's the beautiful thing. Coming up second place is going away with a home theater courtesy of MI Plus Electronics is It is Mfaneso Eassy. Well done, congratulations to you, Mfaneso. How do you feel? So they're listening on YouTube, so it's a little delayed.
Hello, Mfaneso, are you there?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear us? Did you just hear your name?
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard this anticlimax in my life.
No, I wasn't really sure it was my name.
It is your name, Mfaneso Eassy.
Oh my God, thank you
Mfaneso
so
Ime
much.
Eassy. She's literally reeling. Yeah, I understand.
I think she's processing. Like,
well done,
no, they didn't call my
Mfaneso.
Couldn't have been my name. Congratulations
well
to you.
done, Mfaneso.
And
Mfaneso,
finally, coming
our winner.
number one, winning 500,000 naira courtesy of our sponsor, CEO Super 92.7 FM.
A laptop.
Also a laptop, brand new laptop, courtesy of Super FM. And
a
finally,
public
a public address system for your school, courtesy of MI Plus Electronics. Our winner is
of the 2025
that drum roll needs to
Super
go again.
Essay Competition.
Our winner of the 2025 Super Essay Competition, brought to you by Super 92.7 FM Lagos, is Yamafari
Joy.
How do you feel? How do you feel, darling?
I feel happy and super.
Oh,
I love you,
happy and super.
You're going home with all these great prizes, and all of you are also going home with great stuff, courtesy of Pick, courtesy of our guys at African Things, and also courtesy of Flour Mills, of Biloxi. Oh my goodness.
Well done, darling.
Well done, guys.
Well done.
And that's how we call it a wrap on the Essay Competition 2025. Yes, we got to get out of here because Real Estate Matters comes up shortly. But congratulations to all of you for being a part of this and coming on to do this with us. We love you. Don't go anywhere. This is Super 92.7 FM. And congratulations again, Mfaneso Eassy, and all the way in Akwa Ibom. Bye.
Music for the pain, we got you.
One family. One radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio, Super 92.7 FM.
One family. One radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Super FM. Your one family, one radio, Super 92.7 FM.
If you're passionate
One
about
family.
blockchain,
One radio.
cloud computing,
92.7 Super
and
FM.
trends in tech,
Your one
tune
family,
in to Tech
one
Spaces,
radio,
the ultimate
Super
destination where
92.7
technology meets the real
FM.
world innovation.
One
Hear about
family.
amazing trends before they hit the mainstream.
One
and
radio.
discover new tools and ideas to help you
92.7
innovate
Super
and
FM.
Scale up in
Your
life.
one
It's
family,
Tech Spaces
one radio,
every Monday at
Super
10:30 a.m. on
92.7
Super FM
FM.
92.7.
One family.
Tech Spaces. It's the AIA.
One
So
radio.
get in with the program.
92.7 Super FM.
Your one family,
Discover
one radio,
proven methods to
Super
overcome
92.7
challenges, scale smartly,
FM.
and connect
One
with
family.
ideas on Business Connect.
One
The
radio.
show where industry leaders share their
92.7
journey,
Super
insights,
FM.
and strategy.
Your one
Business
family,
Connect,
one
your
radio,
go-to platform for
Super
expert
92.7
interviews and
FM.
actionable business advice.
One family.
Easier to sell.
One radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio.
Elevate your business
Super
with every
92.7
episode. Business
FM.
Connect, every
One
Tuesday
family.
10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m.
One
Only
radio.
on Super 92.7
92.7
Don't miss
Super
out
FM.
on your next
Your
big
one
break.
family, one radio. Super 92.7 FM.
Super.
One family.
You are listening to the Super Breakfast
One
Show
radio.
to get your day started
92.7
right here
Super
on
FM.
Super
One
92.7
family,
FM.
one radio. Super 92.7 FM.
One family. One radio.
Estate Matters with
92.7 Super
and
FM.
his
Your
co-host
one family,
King Ray
one
on Super
radio.
FM 92.7 Lagos every
FM.
Wednesday.
One family. One radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio. Super 92.7 FM.
One family. One radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio. Super 92.7 FM.
One family. One radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio. Super 92.7 FM.
One family. One radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio, Super 92.7 FM.
One family. One radio. 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio, Super 92.7.
Good morning, and a massive welcome back to Super FM 92.7. Happy Independence Day, Nigeria, and Happy New Month. You're locked into the airways, and it's precisely, is it 11 a.m.? It's 11 a.m. on the glorious Wednesday. I'm your host, the one and only King Ray Relter. And for the next full hour, you're tuned into the newly expanded, and action-packed Real Estate Matters. Yes, you heard that right. We're going from 30 minutes to 60 minutes, one whole amazing hour to bring you more about what truly matters in real estate, in property. And today we're diving deep into everything real estate. We're going to cover real estate news highlights, major real estate announcements, real estate job notifications, and as always, everything real estate matters. Grab your pen, tune in. Of course, if you want to share and join the conversation, you call 070-569-00927 or 080-250-27711 and 080-297-88003. So grab your pens, your notepads, your phones to call in, because we will start right after this short break. Do stay with us.
Baby, get a little therapy. Trying to
Yes, welcome back to Real Estate Matters. I'm still your host, King Ray Realtor. Brief congratulations to the children that won the Super Essay competition. Lots of laptops, gifts, and all the amazing gifts that they got to win for themselves and their school. Congratulations and well done. Today's topic is on the insecurities in homes, in offices, in our estates in Nigeria. But before we dive into the conversation, the discussion for today, we're just going to go through, we're just going to cover the real estate news highlights across Nigeria. Some collapsed buildings, unfortunately, some fire incidents that have happened over the last few weeks. In Lagos State, in Yaba, Ebute Meta, there was a 3-story building that was under construction, Alagomeji, that collapsed on September 13th/14th. And then in Anambra State, Onitsha, a 2-story residential building at Prince Chinedu Akwoka Street caved in on September 24th. Also in Anambra State, Oka, another 3-story building under construction behind the Anambra State House of Assembly, collapsed just 2 days after the other property. And then in Lagos State, Mangoro, a 2-story building partially collapsed due to what authorities suggest was an attempt to mount an additional structure or an additional level on an already existing duplex. Aside from that, there was also the tragedy of the fire incident that happened at the Afriland Tower, a 6-story commercial high-rise building on Broad Street, which was gutted tragically by fire September 16th. The fire reportedly was started by an inverter, or in the inverter room in the basement, which is smoke rapidly spreading across multiple floors, and the tragedy occurred. 9 people were rescued by firefighters, and 5 successfully resuscitated. 4 staff of the FIRS and 6 staff of United Capital, who had offices in the building, were however confirmed dead. Also, just a few hours after the Afriland Tower incident, another massive fire engulfed the Central Plaza, a large shopping complex on Broad Street, that was Mandila's Markets in Lagos Island. Okay, I believe we've covered some of the news with regards to covering real estate, and we'll just dive into the other news highlights that would then lead us to our discussion for today. Don't forget, when we start our conversation, you can join in the conversation by calling 070-569-00927 or 080-250-27711 or 080-297-88003. Okay. Tinubu addresses the nation for our 65th Independence Day today, of course. And then we also have President Tinubu appoints new headlines for key federal agencies. The Naira depreciates further in the black market and the parallel market to by 506. And then the tragic issue of prominent Arise TV journalist killed in Abuja armed robbery. It was a high-profile robbery incident in the Federal Capital Territory, which resulted in the tragic death of Arise News journalists, which is unfortunate. And that leads us to our conversation for today on the insecurity within estates in Nigeria. We're going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to dive right into the conversation, where we're going to talk about how a lot of us have to take it upon ourselves to protect our homes, protect ourselves, and then of course we'll still touch base on the issue of insurance, safety, security, and some of the steps that we have to take to protect our homes. Thank you.
92.7 FM feels like family.
Good, better, best, super. 92.7 FM.
Welcome to the airwaves of Super FM, where we bring you the hottest hits and keep you entertained all day long.
Sing it louder. I'm living in a day, trying to keep it sane. Oh my.
Elevate your mind, stimulate your senses, plug right in. Super FM.
Welcome back to Real Estate Matters. I'm still your host, King Ray Realtor. We're still on the news highlights. We're going to cover Lagos demolishes buildings along Ikota River to prevent flooding. Lagos State government carried out some demolitions of structures built on the riparian rights of way near the Ikota River as part of its efforts to clear drainages and mitigate severe flooding risks. There's also been notifications shared with businesses and residents of the Computer Village axis that there will be a I think demolition and change of structure within that area as well. I know that I saw on social media some people were saying, oh, so nobody will say that they did not get notifications. I'm sure a lot of people have been, a lot of businesses and people who stay within that area have already started making plans to relocate due to the proper notification that has been shared in those areas. Nigeria's 2025 Real Estate Horizon forecast, prop tech, that's tech-driven growth amid challenges. Market analysts and experts forecast that the Nigerian real estate sector in 2025 would see significant growth driven by prop tech, but warned that the rising inflation might continue to drive up the construction costs. Increased investment in prop tech and smart homes highlighted as key market trends. Reports emphasize that the integration of PropTech solutions such as virtual tours, online leasing, AI-powered property management, and the rising demand for smart homes in Lagos State especially is becoming a key market trend. Experts urge government to unlock real estate potential, address 20 million plus home housing deficit. By increasing industry leaders stress that the sector remains highly underdeveloped due to the massive housing shortfall, and called for clearer government policies, stronger regulatory compliance, and adoption of technology. PropTech investors and VCs target Nigerian startups in September 2025. A report profiling key investors indicated continued venture capital investment interest in Nigerian PropTech startups, highlighting a push towards fintech integration, AI-driven analysis, and solutions. And then urbanization and mixed-use development fuels the demand for commercial properties. You see that there's been a lot of demand for commercial properties, a lot of new commercial properties coming up, especially Lagos Island, mixed-use units, Lekki as well. I think that covers most of our news highlights. We're just going to dive right into our conversation with regards to insecurity in our homes. What you find very often is that a lot of Lagosians, a lot of Nigerians, I'm saying Lagosians because I'm in Lagosian myself, we have the estates, which is why there are so many estates that come up. People come up, certain streets come up and put up a gate in front of their place and say, oh, this is now an estate. And then they invest in getting private security. Some of them even get police officers that can come by their space, their estate specifically, just to look around the area and ensure everything is safe. They also have the CCTV cameras in some estates. You see estates like what's the name of the space? Kota Villa, VGC, private spaces where individuals, residents of the space, invest in extra funds to increase security in those areas. And some of them go all out. We're talking about armed officers that patrol the area and help them guard the estate and their houses. So now, with this tragic incident that happened in Abuja, it brings to question or discussion the whole issue of insecurity in Nigeria, in our homes, and what can be done about it. What can we do about it as individuals? What can be done by the government to help increase security, to help make people feel safer in their homes? If you cannot feel safe at home, where else can you feel safe? The numbers to call are still 070-569-00927, 080-250-27711, or 080-297-8803. We also have our WhatsApp line 070-569-00927. I'm going to repeat that. You can send us a WhatsApp message if you want to join the conversation. 070-569-00927. Or you could even send a text 090-3714-2798. Yes, those are the numbers to text to join the conversation, or to call if you want to join the conversation. Thank you. We're going to go on we have a call before we go on a break. Let's just pick that. Hello. Okay, we lost the call. You're going to have to call back to join the conversation. We missed your call. We have another call. Okay. Hello. Good morning. This is Super FM. We lost that call again. Okay. Hello. The network seems to be very shaky this morning. But we've had a lot of callers trying to reach. I'll repeat the number again: 070-569-00927, 080-250-27711, 080-297-8803. Yes, please call in to join the conversation on insecurity in real estate, in our estates, in our private spaces in Nigeria. And some of the things that you do in your place, in your home, to protect yourself. I think someone had shared with me sometime last week where someone had tried to break into a property, and they had, what they call it, there's another call coming in. Hello. Hello, good morning. This is Real Estate Matters on Super FM. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Joel, and I was from Ibadan.
Joel.
Yes.
Where are you calling from, Joel? Hello? Oh, we lost that call again. Joel, you're going to have to call us back so we can hear you clearly. We couldn't hear you the last time. Still on the conversation with regards to insecurities in Nigeria, in our homes, in our estates. I was talking about a property where they said someone had tried breaking into, and the homeowner had put in place some sort of smoke diffuser that fogged up the entire property. So by the time the thieves broke into the space, everywhere was filled up with smoke and they couldn't see. And the caption was, "You can't steal what you can't see." A lot of the comments were very funny and interesting. But it makes you question the fact that insecurity is not an exclusively Nigerian problem. It's a global problem. It's just unfortunate, especially with the incident that happened in Abuja. I believe the victim had actually attempted to go to the hospital post the incident, and unfortunately was not properly attended to, or was not attended to in due time, which led to the tragic loss of her life. And that's another topic for another day. Today's topic is just going to be on the insecurities within estates. Some of us, some properties have private security that they've recruited. Some of them, the security that they have are not properly trained. A lot are not properly trained. And what you find is security officers, or half-trained security officers, who go overboard by abusing and harassing guests of the estate or of the property, which is another topic entirely, because you have incidents of individuals clashing with the securities of the gates. And some of these security officers, the communication is an issue when they are trying to communicate what they need. Oh, we need your access code. You find that you have a lot of clashes where someone does not have. We have another call. Oh, it seems like today's network is really, really shaky. Hello. Wow. Okay. So we'll keep trying to pick up your calls, and hopefully one of them will come through. So yes, it's unfortunate that some of these security officers are not properly trained. You find a lot of them cannot communicate what they need to get from the guests. Some of them, even if they can communicate, they don't communicate it properly, in the sense they are so hostile and so aggressive with how they ask you for your security code, and they're treating everybody like everybody is part of the problem. Truth is, people who are there to commit havoc, when they come, they are either very aggressive, in the sense that the security person will go and run and hide, or they are well disguised and prepared to come through the property, like people who people from the inside. Sometimes it's family members, staff of the house that come in to cause the havoc. You have maids that come to kidnap babies. We have okay, we have another call. Hello. At this point, okay. I know that a lot of you are trying to call our lines at 070-56-900927, and we seem to be having issues. Please, you can always send a WhatsApp message on the same line, 070-569-00927, and we will still share your feedback and your opinion when you send the message. Okay. So we're talking about the fact that sometimes the insecurity is from inside the home. getting the right staff, people, it's also it's something that a lot of us have to take upon ourselves. Yes, we go through, some of us are very thorough, some people are very thorough in how they recruit, but even then you still end up having the wrong people on the inside of your family. You have thieves, you end up getting what's the other tragic, molesters. In fact, that is another thing that's, which is why you find outside the, in other parts of the world, people install CCTV cameras in their homes, in their bedrooms, in the homes of their children, so you can listen to whatever is happening inside. There are even new gadgets that you can put on the child themselves, so that, and then of course elderly people, because they also sometimes fall victim to harassment and molesters and insecurity that might happen in the home. So putting CCTV cameras, putting spy devices on children and people who are victims of such things, having cameras watching your devices, having safes in the homes, and that's just steps that you have to take to protect what is precious to you, what's important to you in your home and even in the office space. And yes, it is unfortunate that armed robbery occurs in Nigeria and all over the world, and it's only something that citizens and the government can come together and figure out how to solve, or how to reduce the tragedy that can occur from such exposures. Okay, we're going to go on another quick break, and then when we come back, we'll continue conversation. Please keep trying to call our line 070-56900927 or 080-250-2771 or 080-297-8803.
7 Super FM.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. Wala bata lokaci a wurin wanki. Viva mafi inganci. Ito da sakwa hirin na tinyo mere Viva. Chiri Viva. Maswa gogo atowo renu do Viva. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Obu niche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Obu niche Viva. Omero Viva titila. Viva, oh Viva. Ina some Viva. Obu niche Viva. I love my Viva forever.
Viva Plus detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Hi. Good morning. That time they gave me fish. Hey.
It's raw, funny, and totally unfiltered.
Shoma BBB. No, that's not what happened. Just gave me away. That's not what happened. I just thought it. That's not, ladies and gentlemen.
It's life unfiltered. Your chocolate
Hi, I'm the gifted goddess Yoni Star.
and caramel.
I'm Shoma BBB.
Life unfiltered. Every Tuesday, 11 a.m. on the Super Breakfast Show.
Follow us on all our socials at Super FM Lagos to stay engaged and connected to the Super Station.
Real Estate Matters with the Real Estate Doctor and his co-host, King Ray, on Super FM 92.7 Lagos. Every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. This show brings you an understanding of the business of real estate. Follow us on our socials at real__estate doctor and at ray.realtor for sponsorship and advertisement. Call us on +234 802 735 1727. Powered by Media House Promotions and ODOT Communications. Real Estate Matters, only on Super FM 92.7, where real estate matters.
Welcome back, real estate enthusiast. I am still your host, I'm still your host, King Ray Router. We have a message coming in from Ebony Vicky. A prophecy over you, whatever good you've seen this year from January till now, you continue. Nigeria will be safe. Okay. Happy new month. Thank you very much, Ebony, for praying for us. Yes, we received the prophecy that Nigeria will stay safe and we'll all stay protected. The challenge of insecurity in real estate Nigeria, especially in Lagos, it requires several approaches, in the sense that it's not just about the securing the physical. Okay, we have another caller. Hello.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, how are you?
Good. Hello.
Morning, how are you? My name is Real Estate Doctor. How are you? Great.
Good morning, Real Estate Doctor. Yeah, it's good to have you call us today.
Well done.
What part of the world that you are in?
I'm just somewhere on transit. So I decided to join.
It's good to have
you. So
let
me say happy 65th Independence Day to Nigeria.
Oh, thank you.
It's actually it's a landmark age, and I think that slowly but surely Nigeria is getting to the promised land. Even though a lot of us have a lot of reservations with some of our institutions and some of our agencies, it's actually a very sober moment for many of us in the media space, looking at the incident of Som Tochukwu, the lady that was that died in Abuja while she was trying to escape the armed robbers that invaded the house and all that. It's actually, and that further just tells us the state of our insecurity is terrible. I mean, this is the case of Som Tochukwu because he's in the media. The old news got out and it became viral. A lot of Nigerians on a daily basis are having to go through situations like this. You're in your car, somebody's bugging you in your car, robbing you of your personal effects. Just 3 weeks ago, a friend of mine, her house was robbed in Abuja. This same Abuja. Her house was robbed by about 6 armed robbers. She was there with her husband and her children. They woke them up and took all the money in their account.
That's unfortunate.
After all that, they drove their cars away. Till this minute, 2 weeks after, nobody has been arrested. The whole incident was caught on CCTV, on camera. They've given everything to the police. The police have not apprehended anybody till today. Just like, so, 2 weeks after again,
there are a lot of such incidents that happen in...
And it's actually even very sad that this whole madness is happening in a city like Abuja, the federal capital territory where we have the president of this country residing. So the state of insecurity generally in this country right now is very worrisome. And I think that we cannot continue to lose lives to armed robbers who will invade you. Everybody wants to... We want to have... I think our 65th independence should be a sober moment and a time for reflection for our leaders. We want to have a safe place. We want to wake up in the morning, go to work, come back safely to your house. This girl just retired from work. Just got up from work.
What you find is that a lot of residents in homes also put in place security for their own selves.
Security, yes. But let me tell you, based on my experience, I've been doing real estate for close to 18 years. I tell you that most of our security in all our estates all over Nigeria are not actually security officers. They are mere gate men. Gate men, that's what they are. To open gates and lock gates. That's what they do. Yes, you have a security who does not even know the police emergency number.
Some of them can't communicate properly what they even need.
They cannot even communicate properly. They do not even know the toll-free number for the Nigerian police force. They do not know the toll-free number for the NSCDC. They do not have any gadgets to work with. And the gadgets there, you say securing a house, an estate worth billions of nairas He does not have a walkie-talkie. He does not have any form of protection. He does not have anything to protect himself against any armed robber or armed robbery
incident.
Know
how to get backup for what
that tells you that most of our securities, I'll put it 90% of our security in our estates are mere gate men. They are not security. So that was yes, that's a high number, and that's what is, I'm telling you for a fact. So it is not being go to the luxury estate, the eyebrow estates all over Nigeria. What we have there are gate men, not security. So don't let's misplace or misuse that word. Security is a very sensitive word, and we must understand that it comes with a lot of responsibilities. It comes with a lot of gadgets, a lot of training.
Yes,
and but a lot of security companies just pick up guys on the road and give them uniforms and call them security.
Some of these agencies, I don't want to call names right now, but some of them, please. You see that they actually do train their security officers, especially the popular and the well-recommended security agencies.
Let me tell you, if you are talking about training, we must understand that training is not by teaching security officers how to do morning drills, how to salute. That's not security. You must teach them intelligence.
Yes.
Intelligence. They must go for a lot. How do you even train somebody who does not go to school, who is not learned? A lot of securities are giving uniform to secure an estate. And let me tell you, I also think that in a country like Nigeria, where we have fairly over 450,000 police officers,
yes,
in a population of securing a population of 220 million, I think is a big problem.
Yes,
our police officers are not even well remunerated to want to die for this country.
There's definitely
an average police officer is not happy doing the job. So the few estates that have police officers are assigned, mobile police officers are assigned to the gate men to work with the gate men. They are not even happy doing the job because they are not well taken care of. A police officer that will retire to a pension of 30,000 naira. So how do you want to get the best from him? So all these are issues. They are issues, and sometimes when we see people clamoring for police restructuring, these are the reasons.
That they want.
A lot of estates in Nigeria are not safe to live. So the president of this country, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the IG of police, Egbetoku, must also rise up to the occasion. We cannot continue to live. We are still battling with kidnapping. Now we are having cases where armed robbers are invading estates. And these things happen when it's coming to the Ember month, invading estates, killing people just like animals. It must stop. And I think that the appropriate authority listening to this program must understand that as a government, your primary obligation is the protection of lives and property of the people you are protecting. If armed robbers continue to kill people day by day, we are talking about Som Tochukwu. How about the people that are not as popular as he was? Very sad. That family has been thrown into a very, very dark time, time of their life. And I think that the government must rise up to this occasion. So, at 65 years old, we haven't still gotten security right.
I believe the president addressed the issue, and also the IG of police. I believe they are also investigating to ensure that. I
pray that the investigation is fruitful, and I pray that somebody is arrested and somebody is sent to jail. We don't want to hear investigation online and nothing physical is done. Look at the cases. Look at the case of a lady that was recently called to bar on her way from Abuja. She was kidnapped along Benin Expressway. Not just a lot of people in the car. Yes. We don't know their fate at the moment. This happened just last week.
They have been released. I believe that happened yesterday.
So if they have been released, I haven't seen the news, but I hope that they have been released. And kudos to the Nigerian police force. It does happen. Yes. But again, how about so let's just understand, if we can get one thing right in this country, then Nigeria is going to be a better country. Even if it's security, we can get right. Let it be a safe environment for everybody to live and work freely, go to work without the fear. I've been a victim of armed robbers 3 times at a point in my life. I was robbed 3 times in a year. I got gunpoint. Thank God that any of those cases, my life was spared. Sometimes some people are not that fortunate. Just one armed robbery case determines your life. And that's the problem. So we must understand that security is a very, very germane sector of any country. If you can get it right, then this country is going to witness real change and real development. But if you don't get it right and we keep living in fear for the rest of our lives, then it's a problem. It's a problem. That's my contribution on the show. Well done, King Ray. Well done,
Thank you
King Ray.
very much. Thank you very much for
Yes.
that.
Well done, King Ray. Thank you.
I feel insecurity is not just about it's not just the physical angle. We also have with regards to the documentations and protection of property. That is also a form of insecurity, in the sense that you're building a property and suddenly some street people come along and tell you, oh, you have to pay us this. Or sometimes you have people who will go and claim a property that they have no history of, and they go and put land grabbing. They go and put fence around the property, put security officers on the property to scare and terrorize the actual owners, and then on the back end go and start filing documents either at the federal level or the state level, and then change the ownership of the property. Even that's a form of insecurity, right? How can we protect our homes, right? I think some of the steps, yes, we want the government to join and help make us feel safe. But some of the things that we can also do is putting in some security measures in place. Fortifying entry points to the estates, both our estates and our homes. As real estate doctors just mentioned, it's not just about getting gate men, people who can only open the gate and close the gate. We have a call. Hello.
This is Antonia from Ojo.
Hello, Antonia from Ojo. Good morning. It's good to hear your voice. This is Real Estate Matters. Tell us what you think about today's topic, Antonia.
Real estate doctor has done justice to the topic.
Thank you.
He has all that I had on my mind. He has poured it out. In fact,
yes, we're listening.
In fact, he has said it all. I have nothing to even add. I'm calling to say hello to everyone. I'm wishing everyone happy Independence Day.
Thank you very much, Antonia. It's always good to receive a call from you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Yes. In fact, that's an actual issue. A lot of us feel unsafe in our homes, and the tragedy that just happened brings to light the insecurity that a lot of people experience. Yes, we can say, okay, let's fortify entry points by getting security officers. And let's, as real estate doctor had mentioned, it's not just about getting gate men. It's about finding professional officers that can come and patrol the area. As he mentioned, some of them might not be incentivized from a salary or what they earn points to come to those areas, but I believe some people go out of their way to also compensate them. Some estates go out of their way to compensate them or incentivize them to touch base in those areas. Yes, we shouldn't have to, but it is the unfortunate situation that we experience here in Nigeria. And then, of course, there's also, I think some people, even those that have some serious connection, can get military officers that can come into those areas and just to figure out what's going on. And I know that there are also some security agencies that recruit military officers to train their security officers on what to do, how to do it, how to go about it. But a key thing that real estate doctor had mentioned, which I feel should be added to the training, is educating the security officers on numbers to call. What number do you call when there's a fire? What number do you call when there's a robbery or a theft? Who is guarding the CCTV cameras? Because it's not just about having CCTV cameras running. Somebody has to be monitoring the CCTV cameras to be able to document it. What is the backup? Because I know that like there was an incident in an estate where there was a robbery and the CCTV camera had captured the incident. But then I think about some months back when we went back to say, okay, where's the recording? The system does not store the recording for long. So why didn't you back it up? Sometimes, yes, nothing happens in a week. Nothing happens over a period of time. 2 years ago, that's what data storage devices are for. Capture all the data, extract it and store it, because you never know when those details need to be referred to, either for investigation or for documentation purposes. So aside from the CCTV camera system, what panic system do you have in your home? What you find, I've had a few clients, especially expatriates, when they want to lease a property, they will tell you, what is the panic system? Do you have a panic room? Do you have fire escape what they call it, room, fire escape exit points? Where's the meeting point for when there's danger, when there's a crisis? Because in Nigeria we're not too familiar with natural disasters. Some of these trainings or backups, we don't take note of it, we take it for granted. And in other parts of the world, you see that they start training them from very young, although I wouldn't want to use the US where they train children on shooting incidents and all, because that's not our reality, right? But there are certain things that we should start training our children, even at home, on what to do when there's a crisis, how to hide, the whole cover your head, duck and hide, some of the things that you can train them on what to do to protect themselves. If there's danger, call out, don't cry, shout, call people's names, because that's one of the things that you get to learn when you are in danger. Don't just shout help, help, help. Call people's name. Man in yellow, call what they are, because there's the issue of there's psychological issue of people removing themselves from an incident. But by the time you spot the man in yellow and say, man in yellow, help me, he knows in his mind that it's him that you're calling. And a lot of times people then have to commit to the incident and help. How do you train people on that? How do you train people to be more security conscious? I know when I was young, my mom and my parents used to, when they are leaving the house, don't open the door for anybody, don't talk to strangers, and all those points that they embed or tell you from when you're young. Although these days, because of digital era, many of us, we're constantly talking to strangers on the internet, and some children don't seem to understand that there should be a boundary, especially when it comes to physical engagement. Who are you opening the door for? Who are you letting into your estate? Because some of these big robberies that happen, there's usually or very often a tour or recce or something, or visit of that area. Somebody would have revealed the setup of that area. How do you protect your environment from such exposures? By having security officers, by having CCTV cameras, by monitoring the area, by being on guard and alert to what is happening in your area. I work, and of course, when we mentioned sometimes the issue is from inside the home, vetting your domestic staff. How do you conduct your background check? It's not just about saying, I know your mother's house. Are they still staying there? What is the address? What is their backup location? Where were they raised? Where did they grow up in? And then of course there's also the neighborhood watch, where it's not, you need to know who your neighbors are. Who are your neighbors? We in the past, Nigerians, Africans, we had a very communal way of interacting. With estates these days, I feel some neighbors don't know their neighbors. Yes, I know some estates have WhatsApp groups and social media communities for residents within an area. How in touch are you within those WhatsApp groups? How much participation do you put in to just ensure what is happening in my area? What's happening in these places? Why are these people doing this? Asking those key questions so as to protect yourself and to protect your home as best as you can. The rest is, of course, up to the government, up to the neighbors and what can be done. Like as they say, do in the UK, see something, say something. Sometimes just seeing a strange vehicle coming around the area. Someone said carrying. No, it's not about being a carrying. Just if you see a strange vehicle coming around the area, just asking questions. Who is that? You'll be surprised how many people are paying attention to what you are doing, how you are moving, what you are saying. Saying things in public about what you have, what you don't have. Being conscious and being deliberate with the information that you share. These are just small things that can be taken to protect your home. And then the most important for me, insurance, because life insurance, property insurance, house building insurance, you cannot overemphasize the importance of insurance. yes, I know that it has now been put in place that every property must be insured, but tenants also can insure their property, can insure their home against dangerous situations, against fire, against flooding, and against robbery and other risks that might occur. Okay. We still have one more conversation. We're still going to touch base on flooding, because flooding also is a big problem that a lot of people have experienced in the last month. But we're going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to dive right into that conversation.
Follow us on all our socials at Super FM Lagos to stay connected and stay locked on your super station 92.7.
Clouds go gray, thunder roars and the earth sings. The season's just beginning. Sunlight it hides as the clouds make way for the pouring of my blessings. I will not be afraid. I see it now, I understand, I know. So I embrace it, dance in the rain. It's for my seed to grow, for every prayer and every seed I've sown. Lord of the harvest knows I'm reaping back 100-fold. The land is green, it's green, oh, oh. The land is green, it's green. Can't you see? The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so. It's green for me. It's green for me. Standing alone can be a heavy load, but my vows I won't be breaking. Though my heart is aching, I got a word and I won't let go. It's your will I'm seeking, so I keep on believing. I see it now, I understand, I know. So I embrace it, dance. Once again it's time for me to grow, for every prayer and every tear I've sown. Lord of the harvest knows I'm reaping joy 100-fold. The land is green, it's green, oh, oh. The land is green, it's green. Can't you see? The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so. It's green for me. I thought it was over, thought you were done with me, but we're just beginning. Whoa, my life is a journey. I will walk with you, I will go where you want me to.
Welcome back, real estate enthusiasts. We're still on Real Estate Matters, and I am King Ray Realtor, your host. Okay, so we're still talking on today's topic, which is insecurity in real estate, in estates in Nigeria, and how we can protect ourselves, what can be put in place to protect our homes, our loved ones, and our valuables. We had a few callers who shared their insights, talking about their bad experiences in Nigeria and how they feel the government should do something about it to help reduce and stop the insecurity and to help make Nigerians feel safer. 65 years, wow, that's a lot, right? 65 years Nigeria, and I think it's something that we need to celebrate, and we also need to look at what have we done in the last 65 years as an independent country to grow, to protect ourselves. And that's something that's a whole other conversation that we all need to. I don't know if there can be like a town hall. I know that the president is going to be addressing there's going to be a speech on that today, and a lot of us will be tuning in to listening to that. Okay, So still under the topic of insecurity, we're talking about, we already covered some of the things that can be done when it comes to protecting ourselves with regards to the physical insecurity, where we mentioned guarding your entry points, being conscious of security, establishing using technology, that CCTV cameras, training security officers on ground. It's not just about having gate men. It's also about having trained people who are alert on what is happening around them, not someone that's constantly sleeping, constantly on their phone, or sometimes not even there at all. I think someone had shared with me an incident of a security officer that is so engulfed with his phone that one time the person came back from where they were going to, stood beside the security officer for about a minute, and he didn't even look up to see if there was somebody around. And that goes to show what real estate doctor had said earlier, that some of us, what we have is just gatemen, not security. Proper training is what they need to know who to call. What number can they call for fire incidents? What number can they call for robbery incidents or theft incidents? And who can they turn to? How can they protect themselves when there's shooting in the environment? And how can they protect their properties as well? We covered insurance to protect investments, insurance of property, insurance of your building, and insurance of life. We also have life insurance to protect you. Well, that does not protect per se, but at least it provides in case of any incidents for your loved ones that you might leave behind. Okay, so let's go into the other insecurity that happens in Nigeria. We're talking about legal insecurity, the title threats, where we have there's a omonile where we have street people come in and try to claim grab your property, land grabbing, forceful entry, and illegal collection of fees, especially in Lagos State. There's an incident in Lekki Phase 1 of a property where someone came in and said, he has state documentation for the property, and the owner said, we've been on this property for years, and they have federal documentation of the property, and there was a back and forth on the issue. And I think even now, the land grabber had attempted to put a fence around the property. That's along the water area in Lekki Phase 1. Put a fence around the property to claim it, and the owner, people who had been on the premises for a long time, they are currently in court going back and forth on that issue. And then of course there's also fraudulent land sales, whereby some individuals, you're not working with professionals, you don't ask the right questions. Someone sells a property to you with fraudulent documents, and then you find out later that you are not the owner of the property. I think there was an issue like that in close to Nikon Town, where a lady built a full house on a property. She had moved in for about a year or two, and then the owner comes back into Nigeria, comes to the area and says, this is my property. And they had to go back, find out, someone filed a document, someone got this document, someone did this, and they went to court, back and forth. At the end of the day, the initial owner of the property won the case, and the person who had a massive building had to pull it down and move from the property. And then of course there's vandalism, where people steal appliances, ACs and co and all that. At the end of the day, someone sent a message to us about saying that God will protect all of us, and that sort of protection, we just do our best, and we'll be back next week. I think this was an amazing 1 hour. Next week we're going to cover more, and hopefully we'll have real estate doctor on the show with us, and we're going to dive deeper into new issues, new topics on real estate. Today was amazing. I was your host. Real estate doctor did call in, but I was your host, King Ray Realtor, on Real Estate Matters. See you next week.